at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Winston. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brissett. This complete to Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They go play action with Brissett. They'll roll him out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Watson going to get this one out wide. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roll, and he found it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Chandler Jones, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun, Brissett. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Brissett. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett outright. This one goes to Patrick. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Brissett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back near his own goal line, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Open man is Uzama. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. First down, Brissett. Swings this out for Hunt. Touchdown, Texans. Kareem Hunt, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to...
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Brissett. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brissett from the gun on third. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now at Soldier Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Play fake, Brissett. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 24. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
They run again with Hunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They run for it with Hunt, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Bears will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. The front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down, Texan.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about it.